What's going on, guys? Welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and it is another massive must-win game for Arsenal. This time in the Premier League, where we're going to be facing West Ham, and I can honestly say going into this game, it is the first time I've actually felt confident about Arsenal picking up 3 points in a good long while. We're going into this game with an awful lot of confidence after that massive confidence-boosting semi-final victory against Wigan in the FA Cup, and although fixtures and results haven't really been going our way in the Premier League as of late, and I mean they really haven't, but we can take belief from that win against Wigan. Forget the FA Cup for a minute, because we really have to focus on getting fourth spot, and we can go into this game with an awful lot of belief that we can pick up 3 points. Now I look at West Ham, season in, season out, at home, I think that's a straightforward 3 points. We really have got to be picking up a win here. Our last 5 games, in my opinion, we've got to be winning every single one. Everton have got to play the likes of United and City, whereas we've got to play the likes of West Ham, Hull, Norwich, Newcastle, and they are all winnable games, and we've got to have a strong finish to the season. If we win our last 5 games and pick up the FA Cup, we should finish 4th in a good position, and then we should pick up the FA Cup. And in my opinion, that would be a really good season. Let's start things off by beating West Ham, get those 3 points off the board, and we'll work on it from there. Now West Ham, I'm certainly not underestimating them, because they have got some quality players in their side. Sam Allardyce, he's a decent manager, he's kept them up in the Premier League, you've got to give him credit for that. They're in a kind of position where they're not going to get relegated, but they've kind of got nothing to play for towards the top of the table. So I'm not really sure how they're going to play this one. I reckon he's going to have them set up pretty similarly to how he had them against Chelsea when they got that 0-0 draw. So I think they're going to go into this one really defensively minded. And I watched them play against Liverpool the other week, and you've got to say they played well in that game. They really did give a really good fight in that one, and if it wasn't for 2 penalties conceded, then they might have even got the win in that one. So you do have to give them an awful lot of praise there. And they have been picking up quite a few wins at the moment, so they're going to be going into this game full of self-belief, confidence, and they're kind of going to play like there's nothing to lose. Now my main concern is that a lot of our players have had to play over 120 minutes of football only a couple of days ago, whereas West Ham have had over a week to prepare for this game. So fatigue could be a main issue in this one. But of course, another problem for Arsenal is the amount of players we've got out for this one. I was watching Arsene Wenger's press conference this morning, and he's saying there are doubts over Podolski, Ramsey, Chamberlain, Rosicky, Monreal. Where are all these doubts coming from, and why is it a recurring theme? What is causing them? It's ridiculous in my opinion. I would love to say that we could give the likes of Ramsey and Chamberlain a rest for this one, but the fact of the matter is the only players that are going to be able to fill in are the likes of Chuba Akpom and Thomas Eisfeld, which frankly isn't good enough in a Premier League fixture. But then again, looking at West Ham, I was going to mention some of the quality players in their side, and two players that really stick out for me are the likes of Mark Noble. I think he's a real dynamic midfielder. He could cause a whole lot of problems, but a guy that is going to really be a handful for us, Andy Carroll, up top. He may not be so good with his feet, but in the air, kind of no one could compete with him, and Mertesacker is going to be crucial in this one, trying to close down Andy Carroll, because he's so lethal in the air. He could jump about 10 feet. He's got a quality header on him, so trying to stop him is going to be really hard. And one of their loanee players that I think is absolutely, I wouldn't say he's full of quality, but he's certainly a really energetic player, Pablo Armero, who they bought in the January transfer window. Now this guy, he looks like he's eating a bag of Skittles before he goes out in every single game. He just runs around the pitch full of energy, chasing players down. He is full of pace, so I'm not sure if they'll start him, but he's going to be a threat if he does play. But nonetheless, we should be beating West Ham. Now I've mentioned all of the doubts that we've got for this game, so I don't even know if we're going to have 10, 15 players fit for this one. But all these players getting injured really is raising my eyebrows at the moment. Why is it happening? It's a major factor, and trying to pick the starting 11 for this one is giving me a real headache, because I don't even know who's going to be fit for it. But I'll give it a go. Szczesny in goal, Sanya right back, Mertesacker, Vermaelen, Gibbs, Kellstrom, Ramsey, Chamberlain, Cazorla, Podolski and Giroud. Now I'd love to see Giroud come back into the starting 11. Sonogo, I think he's going to need a rest after playing the full game against Wigan the other day. So Giroud, come back into the team. I'm hoping that he's going to really want to prove himself for this one, and hopefully he'll get a goal in here. Podolski, he's kind of got to play on that left hand side because we've got no one else there. If he is a doubt, I have no clue who's going to play there. Rosicky, I haven't put him in the starting 11 merely because I'm not sure if he's going to be in the game at all. Chamberlain, in my eyes, has to start because, again, we've got no one else there, and this strength in depth problem really is becoming a serious issue now. And we are, quite frankly, running out of first team players, and we are down to the bare bones of the squad. I absolutely dread to think what our bench is going to look like on Tuesday night. That is a real worry for me, that we're going to have no impact players to come off the bench and change the game. One positive though is that Koscielny could feature in the game, and it would be absolutely great to see him back in the team. He's been so crucial for us this season. He complements Mertesacker beautifully. It's been a bit like chalk and cheese with Vermaelen and Mertesacker in a moment. But saying that, I wouldn't be too hasty to drop Vermaelen. I think he's done an alright job filling in for Koscielny. I certainly wouldn't drop him straight away. And if Koscielny isn't fully fit, then I definitely wouldn't take him out of the squad just yet. So that's the team I want to see the game, start the game, should I say. Score predictions for this one, I'm going to go over 2-0 win to Arsenal. Like I said, I'm optimistic going into this one, but it isn't going to be easy. I do think we should be having the beating of West Ham. Leave your score predictions in the comments box below. If you have enjoyed the video, it would be great if you click the like button. Subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV, and please check out my own channel, AFC Game by Game. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.